You're sitting across from a man, maybe over coffee, maybe just having a casual conversation, and something happens. A little movement, a tiny gesture. You almost don't notice it at first. Maybe he touches his neck, maybe he runs his fingers through his hair, or maybe, just maybe, his hand brushes yours ever so slightly, but your heart catches in your chest. That little spark, that subtle connection, it's screaming something you can feel, but he hasn't said a word. Here's the thing most women never realize. Men reveal their deepest desires with their hands long before their lips ever say a thing. Every little touch, every micro movement is a window into what he's feeling. And when you know what to look for, you can read him like an open book. You can see exactly when he's attracted to you deeply, irresistibly, and yes, completely captivated. I'm not talking about awkward or over-the-top gestures. I'm talking about those tiny, almost invisible signals, the subtle brush of his fingers over his lips, the slight adjustment of his collar, the way he lingers near objects that are close to you. These are unconscious psychological signals. His body is betraying what his words are trying to hide. And if you notice, you'll know without a doubt when a man is drawn to you. And here's what's exciting: these gestures aren't random. They're instinctual, hardwired signals of attraction. They tell you when he wants to be closer, when he admires you quietly, and when his attention is completely focused on you without him having to say a single word. Once you start noticing them, you'll begin to see the patterns everywhere, and suddenly dating and attraction won't feel so mysterious anymore. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 undeniable signs that a man is deeply attracted to you based purely on the way he touches himself, the space around you, and yes, even you. By the end, you'll be able to spot attraction instantly, understand what he's feeling, and even start recognizing the subtle chemistry before he ever speaks. So stay with me, because once you notice these signals, you'll never see men or desire the same way again. Ladies, let's start with one of the most subtle but most revealing signs a man is attracted to you: the neck touch. At first glance, it might seem like nothing. Maybe he adjusts his collar. Maybe he brushes the back of his neck absent-mindedly. Maybe he slightly rubs the front of his throat. But here's the truth: the neck is one of the most vulnerable areas on a man's body. And when he touches it around you, he's exposing a side of himself that very few get to see. Think about it, a man doesn't touch his neck like that in front of just anyone. It's instinctive, almost subconscious. The act of touching the neck releases tension, yes, but it also signals nervous excitement, vulnerability, and most importantly, attraction. It's his body quietly admitting, I want to impress her. I hope she notices me. I want her to feel the spark I'm feeling. Here's the sexy part: it's not a bold, in-your-face gesture. It's subtle, it's quiet, and that's what makes it irresistible. Because when a man unconsciously touches his neck, he's literally broadcasting to you that he's drawn to you, intrigued by you, and invested in your presence. Even if his words are still holding back, it's that mix of confidence and vulnerability that triggers your attention, your curiosity, and yes, your desire. Now, watch for the context. Does he do it while he's laughing at something you said, while he's listening to your voice, hanging on every word? Or maybe he does it while you make eye contact. These aren't coincidences. That touch is a non-verbal confession of interest. It's his body trying to communicate feelings he's not ready to say out loud. And the way he does it, gentle, almost hesitant, yet purposeful, sends a message that is both safe and intensely magnetic. Here's a little psychology behind it. The neck is a vulnerable area, and touching it is a subconscious way of protecting oneself when emotions run high. Men are wired to show attraction subtly before they fully express it. So when you see this gesture, understand that it's not just a nervous tick. It's a sign of desire, a sign of attention, and a sign that you've captured his focus completely. So next time you notice a man subtly touching his neck around you, don't ignore it. Lean in mentally. Observe it. Notice the rhythm, the timing, the context. That small, almost innocent gesture is a secret window into what he's feeling. It's his body saying, I'm interested, I'm drawn to you, I want you to feel my attention. Ladies, let me tell you, there's nothing more magnetic than a man who shows this quiet, unspoken vulnerability. It's sexy because it's real. It's attractive because it's instinctual. And it's one of the first signs that you are standing in the center of his attention, completely captivating him without him saying a single word. Ladies, pay close attention to this one because it's subtle, sexy, and incredibly revealing. Have you ever noticed a man brushing his fingers across his lips, biting the corner of his mouth, or touching his lips while listening to you? At first glance, it might seem like a nervous habit, but here's the truth. This is one of the most powerful unconscious signals of attraction a man can give. When a man touches his lips around a woman he's drawn to, it's almost like his body is betraying his mind. He might be trying to play it cool, trying to act casual, trying to hide his feelings, but his lips are doing the talking for him. Psychologists call this a micro expression of desire. It's not something he's thinking about or planning. It's instinctive, raw, and unfiltered. His body is literally leaking attraction before he can even form the words. Think about it. Lips are intimate, soft, and incredibly expressive. When a man unconsciously touches them around you, it's a sign that he's thinking about closeness, connection, and yes, intimacy. It's almost magnetic. You'll notice it when he's laughing at something you say, or when he's leaning in slightly, or when he's really focused on you during a conversation. That's subtle lip touching gesture is his way of saying, I'm thinking about you, I'm drawn to you, and I want you. Here's what makes it even more fascinating. Men often do this without realizing it. He might be brushing his thumb over his lips while telling a story, or lightly biting the corner as he listens. These small gestures are packed with meaning. They show nervous excitement, anticipation, and attraction all at once. And because it's unconscious, it's incredibly authentic. He can't fake it, and that's why it's so revealing. Ladies, here's a little tip when you notice this lip touching. Pay attention to his eyes too. If his gaze lingers on you while he does it, you can almost be certain that your presence has completely captured his attention. He's not just interested, he's intrigued, fascinated, and yes, attracted. Now, I want you to do something for me. The next time you notice a man brushing his lips or biting them around you, comment below with a heart emoji if you've seen this before. I want to see how many of you have noticed this subtle, irresistible sign, because once you start paying attention, you'll begin seeing it everywhere. And it's one of the clearest, sexiest indicators that a man is thinking about more than just conversation. So remember, his lips are talking before he even speaks. That unconscious gesture is a peek behind the curtain of his desire. And if you notice it, you're witnessing the kind of attraction that's instinctual, magnetic, and impossible to hide. Ladies, here's one of the most irresistible signs a man is attracted to you: the way he touches or plays with his hair. At first, it might seem like a simple habit. Maybe he's running his fingers through it, pushing it back, or adjusting his hairstyle. But in reality, this is a subtle psychological signal of desire. And it's something that almost every woman notices, even if she doesn't consciously register it. Why does this matter so much? Because a man doesn't groom himself around just anyone. Think about it. Grooming is about preparation, about showing the best version of yourself. When a man is subconsciously adjusting his hair, fixing a stray strand, or running his fingers through it while you're around, his body is saying something very clear. I want to look good for you. I want you to notice me. I want your attention. It's instinctual, it's automatic, and it's incredibly magnetic. Here's where it gets even more interesting. This gesture often happens when he's nervous, excited, or deeply engaged in your presence. It's a combination of self-consciousness and attraction. His mind is focused on you, and his body is responding in ways that are both subtle and revealing. That slight brush of his fingers through his hair, or the way he tilts his head while doing it, is a signal that he's aware of your presence and wants to impress you without even saying a word. Now, notice the timing. Does he do it when you catch his gaze, when he's laughing at something you said, or when the conversation gets a little flirty? These moments are not random. They're the perfect storm for attraction. His hair touching becomes a non-verbal flirtation, a way to signal interest and subtly show he cares about the impression he's making. Here's a little psychological insight. Hair is closely linked to self-image and confidence. When a man subconsciously fixes it around you, it's like he's preparing for a closer connection, a deeper impression. He's creating a visual and tactile appeal that draws your attention without saying a single word. It's sexy because it's natural, authentic, and undeniably engaging. Ladies, next time you notice this gesture, lean in mentally. Observe the context. If he's touching his hair while making eye contact with you or smiling, it's a sign you've completely captured his attention. He's not just casually fixing his hair. He's grooming himself for you, and that's powerful. Here's a fun exercise for you. The next time you notice a man subtly playing with his hair while around you, comment below with "I see you." I want to know how many of you have caught this sexy magnetic sign before. Trust me, once you start noticing it, you'll never miss it again. And it's one of the clearest ways to see genuine unconscious attraction in action. So remember, when a man touches his hair around you, it's not just a habit, it's a grooming signal of desire, an instinctual way of showing you that he's intrigued, captivated, and deeply drawn to your presence. Ladies, this is where things get really interesting. Attraction isn't always about direct touch. It's often about how a man positions himself and interacts with the space around you. One of the most subtle and powerful signs a man is deeply attracted to you is the way he touches objects near you. Your coffee cup, your pen, your chair, even the edge of your sleeve. These seemingly insignificant touches are actually subconscious tests of proximity and connection. Why does this matter so much? Because men are wired to gauge comfort and closeness through action. When he touches something near you, he's doing more than just fiddling with his surroundings. He's subtly exploring how close he can get to you without crossing boundaries. This is his body's way of saying, I want to be near you, I want to connect with you, even in small, safe ways. Notice the nuances. Maybe he picks up your pen for a moment while laughing at a joke you made. Maybe he lightly touches the edge of your coffee cup as he passes by. Or perhaps he casually leans against your table, just close enough for his hand to be near yours. These are not accidents, they're micro moments of connection, gestures that are entirely instinctive and almost impossible to fake. Here's the psychology behind it. Humans are drawn to closeness, and physical space is one of the most primal ways we test attraction. When a man touches objects around you, his body is creating tiny, safe points of contact. These gestures are like bridges, drawing his energy and attention toward you. He's experimenting with the distance, seeing how comfortable he feels in your presence, and signaling, often unconsciously, that he wants to be closer. And here's the sexy part: these touches are subtle enough to feel playful, teasing, and intriguing. You may not even notice them at first, but your subconscious does. You feel the attention, the energy, the curiosity, and it creates a magnetic pull. He's sending a silent message. I want to be near you, and I'm testing how our energy fits together. Now, let's talk timing. These gestures often happen when the conversation is flirty, when you laugh at something he says, or when the energy between you shifts just slightly. It's his body's way of leaning in without verbally announcing his interest. The closer he gets, the more you notice these small touches, and the more you realize that he's completely captivated by you. Here's a little tip for you: pay attention to patterns, not single gestures. One accidental touch could mean nothing, but repeated touches to objects near you are a clear sign of attraction and interest. It's his body trying to establish connection in a subtle, non-threatening way, and it's incredibly sexy because it's all happening subconsciously. And here's a fun challenge: the next time a man subtly touches objects around you, comment below with "I noticed." I want to see how many of you are catching these tiny but powerful signs. Once you start noticing them, your awareness will give you a new understanding of attraction. Ladies, never underestimate the power of these small gestures. When a man interacts with the world around you this way, it's not random, it's a magnetic, instinctual, and undeniable signal of desire. He's drawn to you, intrigued by your presence, and subtly testing how close he can get without ever saying a single word. And that, my friends, is one of the most thrilling signs that you've completely captured his attention. Ladies, this is the big one, the most powerful, unmistakable, and magnetic sign that a man is deeply attracted to you, the way he touches you. And I'm not talking about anything bold or over the top. I'm talking about those soft, intentional touches that feel completely natural but carry a world of meaning. A light tap on the shoulder, a gentle brush of your hand, or even the tiniest playful nudge. These are all signs that his attention is fully on you, and his body is trying to create a connection in a way words can't capture. Here's why this is so sexy: men are wired to be protective and intentional with their touch. They don't reach out randomly. They touch women they are drawn to, women they want to connect with, and women who captivate them. And the subtlety of these gestures is part of the attraction. It's not overwhelming, it's not aggressive, it's soft, controlled, and deliberate. That careful control shows respect, self-awareness, and an underlying intensity, an intensity that tells you without words, I want to be close to you, I'm drawn to you. I notice everything about you. And notice the context of these touches. Does he lightly brush your arm while laughing? tap your shoulder while pointing something out. Or maybe he finds little excuses to make physical contact, like handing you something, nudging you playfully, or helping you with a jacket. Each of these gestures is intentional. He's testing the waters, gauging your comfort, and creating small but meaningful points of connection. And here's the key. These touches are incredibly revealing because they happen without him needing to speak his mind. Psychology shows that controlled, gentle touches are a direct reflection of attraction and interest. When a man does this, it's not random, it's subconscious. His body is signaling desire, respect, and curiosity all at once. And when you notice it, it creates a spark. An invisible tension that's exciting, magnetic, and undeniably engaging. It's the kind of touch that makes your heart race and keeps your mind thinking about him long after the moment has passed. Here's a little exercise for you. Next time a man touches you subtly, pay attention to the timing, the context, and the intention behind it. Is it repeated? Is it gentle? Does he make eye contact afterward? These are all clues that he's intentionally connecting with you and is deeply attracted to your presence. Now, let's make this fun. If you've ever noticed a man doing these small intentional touches and it made your heart skip a beat, comment below with, "I felt that." I want to hear your stories because once you start paying attention to these subtle signals, you'll see them everywhere, and they are one of the clearest, most exciting indicators of genuine attraction. Ladies, never underestimate the power of these touches. They are soft, sexy, and intentional. They show interest without words, create connection without pressure, and reveal desire in the most authentic way possible. When a man touches you like this, you know one thing for certain: you've captured his attention, his focus, and his attraction completely and irresistibly. Ladies, let's wrap this up and tie everything together. Today, we uncovered 5 subtle, yet incredibly revealing signs that a man is deeply attracted to you. Long before he ever says a word, we started with the neck touch, his vulnerability showing he's nervous and excited around you. Then we noticed the lip gestures, a secret, unconscious leak of desire that tells you he's thinking about closeness. We explored the hair touches, those instinctive grooming signals showing he wants to impress you. Then came the subtle touches to objects near you, his body testing how close he can get, creating tiny points of connection. And finally, the most telling of all, his intentional soft touches on you, which reveal attraction, focus, and undeniable desire. Remember, ladies, these gestures aren't random. They are hardwired, subconscious signs of attraction. And once you start noticing them, you'll see them everywhere. You'll understand when he's drawn to you, when he's intrigued, and when he's completely captivated. And that awareness gives you power, confidence, and insight into the way men truly express interest. So here's what I want you to do next. Look for these signs in the men around you. Notice the gestures and trust your intuition. And if this video opened your eyes to these subtle signals, hit that like button, Sue Best KRIB, for more insights, and comment below with your favorite sign you've noticed. Let's share the experiences and help each other decode the magnetic language of attraction. Ladies, remember, attraction is in the details. When you see it, recognize it, and trust it. You'll never look at desire the same way again.